Hi there, my name is Zach Smith with Absolute Haitian, and today I'd like to welcome you back to our Haitian molding machine models video series. This is part 4 of our video series, and this one features the ZHAFIR Venus 2 model machine. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Haitian International or Absolute Haitian, please pause on this screen or any of the others throughout, and that way you can just get a better idea of what we have to offer the US and Canadian markets through Absolute Haitian within the injection molding machinery space. Now, I'm at our South Carolina facility, and right behind me you see a Venus 2 machine. So the Venus is within the ZHAFIR family, and ZHAFIR Plastics Machinery Division of Haitian is really our high-performance style application machines, and these create a very unique price versus performance ratio while maintaining very high precision capabilities. These machines are extremely flexible, and we have quite a few different configurations ranging from 44 all the way up to 37 and 9 or 3,709 US tons. Depending upon your application, we do have a couple different clamps and injection units that we would pair together within each offering that we have, whether it's the Venus, the Xeris, or the Genius. But on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see the headquarters of ZHAFIR over in China, where the majority of the manufacturing is done. And then you can also see right below that the German facility for ZHAFIR, which actually also manufactures machines and does a large chunk of R&D there as well. Now, the Venus machine, the general overview here, this is really a tight tolerance molding focused machine, and we really push this towards the medical applications or clean room applications, mainly because these have zero hydraulic oil on them. Again, the Venus machine is only in the 44 to 899 US ton range because it is all electric, and the powering systems for these machines are the F6 KEB drives that you see right there in the center of the screen. It features a SIGMATEK control for the operator panel, which we'll get into a little bit later, and you have the NSK ball screw that is helping with the movement of the 5-point toggle clamp. Now, you do have parallel functions for reduced cycle times on these machines as standard with the all-electrics, and the economies of scale factor that we went into quite a bit with the last couple of videos for Haitian comes into play here with this machine, both during your purchase point and down the road for maintenance, because they use standardized components, not too many proprietary components. So you're able to buy parts off the shelf, and it's much more friendly for you in terms of maintenance down the road. Your costs are not as high. Now, you have significant energy savings with this electric machine compared to a traditional hydraulic style machine, and you're going to see a lot of cost savings there down the road, and then also for just your general overhead when you're actually molding. Now, what applications are these machines focused towards? Like I said, really focused towards these high precision applications, whether it's custom molding, medical, or clean room. We have quite a few customers that use these machines for packaging and aerospace. A lot of customers really like these machines for optical because you can run intrusion, extrusion, and you can do coining as standard on these machines. We have quite a few compounding customers that sample a lot of different materials in these machines and have to be dead nuts every time. We have quite a few different cosmetic customers that are either making cosmetic parts or displays. Now, again, it depends on your application, but generally speaking, the Venus machine is focused towards higher end or higher precision style molding. And with that, we have the all-electric clamp unit. Some highlights of it: we've got a 5-point toggle that it has been optimized for very fast cycles. We do have a dry cycle sheet that we're more than happy to share with customers. Depending on the clamp size, we'll tell you exactly what the dry cycles are, so you can make sure that you're hitting your very short cycle times for the majority of the applications this machine is focused towards. Now, you do have, what's really nice on this machine also is a very nice ejector system. You can either do vibration, you can do dual stroke, you can do quad stroke. It's very customizable, but it is a twin ball screw ejector. So it's extremely precise and accurate, so that way you're not damaging any of these, very tolerant or very high precision or tight tolerance parts. Now, with the injection unit, this injection unit is very robust. You have very repeatable tight tolerance molding capabilities with this unit. And again, it's certified for clean room environments. We can achieve speeds of up to 350 millimeters per second with the high-speed package. And it's got a very easy, as you can see here in the front or middle photo, swivel injection unit for screw and barrel change, if you're going to check the check ring or change the tip assembly, or if you're just doing general maintenance and cleaning. Now, it's also very nice to see here that this is, again, an elevated injection unit off of the injection unit base, so it's very simple for cleaning. But with this injection unit, you have very, very complex injection profiling capabilities. Now, this means that depending upon your application, this is a very, very versatile machine depending on your injection demands for your product. Like I said earlier, you can run intrusion and extrusion on this machine standard, and it also comes with a corning option, which is standard on this machine. Now, our SIGMATEK control is the operator panel control for this machine. This shows a couple sample screens for this, but generally speaking, it's a very user-friendly controller, but it's got a lot more processing capabilities, and that's why this is used on the ZHAFIR products. This is a 15-inch color screen that we offer in the US with RFID capability. So you can either enter in your password manually, or you can use an RFID card, and depending upon your access level. You can also assign access levels to certain individuals, and then that way it's also logged out as to what changes were made throughout your process and what effects that they actually had. Very clearly labeled, so that way you're very on top of what is actually happening. There's quite a few processing pages on this controller where you can see layovers of each individual shot, or every hour, however you might want to see your processing charts shown. This is a very, very capable processing-friendly controller. Now, remote access and process monitoring are two things that a lot of customers have been asking about, especially with the COVID-19 pandemic going on the past couple months now. And remote access is something that we really try to push for customers, even before that we have a technician go on site, just to make sure that we know exactly what the problem might be going in, or if it's a simple question that your operator has that we can just quickly answer over the phone or through tying a computer into the machine. Now, our process monitoring, again, it depends on what your actual applications are, but we have quite a few different ways to do some process monitoring depending upon what you might need. Like I said earlier, the Venus machine has a range size of 400 kilonewtons, which is 44 US tons, all the way to 8,000 kilonewtons, which is up to 899 US tons in the all-electric Venus platform. And it starts out at 0.39 ounces of polystyrene, going all the way up to 75.56 ounces of polystyrene for the shot size range combination. So depending on what your needs are for the clamp and then also the injection unit, we can scale up or down the injection units along with the clamp sizes to fit most of your applications. One thing I do like to go over in these videos is our standard options list. Now, a lot of customers don't realize when they're looking at an initial machine quote what actually comes with the machine's standard. So feel free to pause on this screen and really read through just some of the nice standard items that we've just standardized here that on a lot of our competitors are line item charges. So I also want to show very low down here at the bottom is our warranty. We've got a very strong warranty that's supported here by absolute Haitian. And then we've also got a bimetallic screw and barrel assembly standard with these machines for any of the higher end components or materials that you may be running. So some key takeaways here with the Venus machine. It's an all-electric machine with very high precision capabilities, so it's a great solution for, let's say, medical or clean room applications or any kind of tight tolerance molding. Now, you have some very nice, and this is something that a lot of customers enjoy, is our price versus performance ratio. This is not a very expensive machine compared to what our competitors offer in the same offering or platform style, but you are getting that high performance availability at a much lower price. You're going to see significant energy savings compared to a hydraulic machine. Because you're using an all-electric, it's on-demand power. There's only energy being consumed when you're actually making different functions throughout your cycle. So we always invite customers to do a comparison, and we'll run an analysis as to what the Venus would run at. Your SIGMATEK control, very strong for processing standpoint, and very user-friendly. So we really like to tout this as a very great control that we offer as a standard option on the machine. And overall, a very low cost of ownership with these machines. Your purchase point is going to be significantly lower than a lot of other all-electric machines. And your maintenance down the road, like I said earlier, these are standardized components on these machines that are internationally sourced. We actually give you the source codes in the manuals, so that way you can buy the parts from us at our parts out in Ohio, or you can buy them off the shelf for the majority of the components on this machine. So it's a completely different strategy that we have with Haitian, and a lot of our customers really enjoy the low cost of ownership with these machines. Again, we have very short lead times with these machines. The factory is putting out such a high volume of machines every year that our lead times are significantly reduced. And then we also have a very high availability of pre-built inventory. So feel free to reach out to us and ask us if you might have a certain machine in stock that would fit your application. We'd love to help you out and review any questions or concerns that you might have for your next machine purchase or application review. Please feel free to send us an email, give us a phone call, or whatever might work for you. So thanks for sticking around with this one. The next video is going to be about the ZHAFIR machine and a few more capabilities with that. It is a sister machine to the Venus that we just went over, but with a lot more capabilities. So a lot of custom molders really enjoy the ZHAFIR machine. So again, thanks for sticking around, and I hope to see you on the next one. And thanks for your time.